Here's the UK and Ireland weather forecast for Sunday, April the 21st through until Tuesday, April the 23rd, 2013. Looking back to Saturday's highs, then 15 degrees in a few areas, though the average across the UK and Ireland was 11.7, but that's the fourth warmest day of 2013 so far overall. Looking at the lows, there were a few places below freezing last night, -1s and 2s as you can see there. The average temperature was above freezing, 3.0, the coldest night though since April the 9th. And in the next 3 days, it looks like, in terms of what the weather's doing, it's going to be a split between the northwest and the southeast, with the wet weather towards the northwest and the brighter skies down in the southeast. As a general rule, temperatures will be better down towards the south and east as well. That's because there's a higher pressure towards the south and east, and lower pressure up towards the north and west at the moment, particularly coming from the Iceland region. But Sunday, let's look at that first of all. Heavy rain for many areas along the west coast in particular, up in northern England into Scotland. Heavy rain here in particular. Much of Ireland will be wet as well. And rain extending towards central England as well, but towards the southeast we'll be seeing more in the way of bright weather and more sunshine towards the southeast, where we shouldn't see a drop on Sunday. The rain will be moving from west to east throughout the day, so it won't reach that far by the end of the day, with a high of 13 in East Anglia. Looking at Sunday night, it's going to be a much quieter affair, with only a little bit of drizzle along the western coast of Scotland throughout the night. Elsewhere it's going to be dry, with partly cloudy skies, perhaps completely clear skies towards the central and some parts of eastern England, but not a bad night overall. But temperatures will be falling a little bit towards 4 or 5 degrees, perhaps 2 degrees up in the Scottish hills. Probably won't be frosty for most areas except a few rural and hilly areas overnight. Looking at Monday, the rain flares up again for western parts of northern England and Scotland, and across Ireland as well we'll be seeing some rain. Heavy rain towards the northern part of Scotland as well, the far north, extending towards the Orkneys and the Shetland Islands. Towards the southeast of England again we'll be seeing more partly cloudy skies, with some good sunny intervals creeping in there, with temperatures reaching 13 degrees Celsius as a high, 55 degrees Fahrenheit in southeastern England. 10 or 11 degrees will be the high elsewhere. Looking at Monday night, there'll be more cloud around than what we see on Sunday night, but again, it won't be wet for many areas. We'll just see a little bit of drizzle towards the northwest of England, the far northwest, Cumbria mainly, into western parts of Scotland again, staying with the drizzle. But more cloud around generally. The best areas will probably be central England into parts of northern Wales and some parts of northeastern Scotland as well. Temperatures will fall to around 8 to 10 degrees in England and Wales, and lows of 6 or 7 in Scotland and Ireland. Looking at Tuesday, it should remain dry for most areas, with the best of the weather this time in parts of northeastern England, coming into northern parts of Scotland as well, and along the eastern coast too. We'll be seeing partly cloudy skies, and central England may see a few gaps in the cloud as well. Elsewhere it will be overcast for most areas, and a little bit of drizzly rain in parts of western Scotland and western parts of Ireland as well. High temperatures not looking too bad at all, 16 degrees the high, which is a few degrees above the average for April. That's 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And coming into Tuesday night, more heavy rain on the way for western parts of Scotland into northern England and northern Ireland as well. We'll be seeing some heavy rain intervals, and southern parts of Ireland as well. We'll be seeing more rain here too. In southern parts of England we should stay away from the rain on Tuesday night, with temperatures falling to around 8 or 9 degrees, perhaps 10 degrees in the cities, and 6 or 7 degrees in Scotland, 8 to 10 in Ireland as well. Looking ahead towards the extended forecast, it's not always correct, but at the moment it appears that it isn't looking too good, as a matter of fact, with more wet weather and perhaps colder weather, particularly towards the northwest of the British Isles. The website's force13.com, and I'll be back in 2 days' time. This was the 50th weather forecast. It's been not very long time. January the 4th we started, but already 50 forecasts done, and thank you very much for your support. I'll be back in 2 days' time on Monday evening with another weather forecast for Tuesday through till Thursday.